Who here has ever heard of the alkaline diet? You know, eat alkaline foods to change your body's pH and transform your skin. I've somewhat seen research about this, where they talk about celery juice or alkaline water. I've seen diets built around that idea, but on around that you can dramatically shift your body's pH just by eating differently. But here's the thing, some of that is somewhat true and a lot of it isn't. And the real science is actually way more interesting than the wellness headlines gives it credit for. Because food generally does affect your skin, just not always in the way that people think. So today we're going to be doing a proper investigation. We're busting a big myth, talking about what diet actually does for your skin, going through the nutrients that really makes a difference, and because I always want to leave you with something actionable, talking about what you can add to your plate starting this week. I promise, no strict diets, because I'm not opposed against diets, but I just don't follow them. No miracle foods, just the actual science made simple. Okay, let's go. Hi you guys, I'm the pH lady and I feel like this is going to be a good one today. Okay, first things first, the myth. You've probably seen the idea that eating alkaline foods can change your body's pH. So alkaline water, alkaline diets, that claim that making your body more alkaline is the secret to better health and better skin. But I want you to gently and very carefully say that's not quite how it works. Because here's what's actually happening. Your blood pH is kept within an incredibly tight range around 7.35 to 7.45. So your lungs and kidneys work constantly to maintain that balance, and they are very, very good at their job. So even small deviations from that range will be medically serious because your body does not let that happen just because you've had a glass of lemon water. Now, your skin is a different story because your skin is slightly naturally acidic, sitting around 4.5 to 5.5, and that's your skin's protective acid mantle doing its thing. And that's a pH that I'm going to be discussing a lot on this channel. So, can food change your blood pH? Not really. Can food affect your skin? Absolutely, just not by making your body alkaline. Now, the real connection between diet and skin is a lot more interesting because that's what we're going to get into in this video. Here's the thing, while food can't dramatically change your body's pH, it can absolutely build material for your skin. So your skin is your body's largest organ. Every single day, it protects you from pollution, bacteria, UV rays, friction, and moisture loss. And to do all of these things effectively, it relies on a constant supply of nutrients from the food that you eat. Think of it this way, your diet is like the building site and your skin is what gets built. So without enough vitamins, minerals, healthy fats, and water, your skin has a harder time repairing itself, maintaining its protective barrier, and recovering from everyday stresses. And when your skin is struggling, that's when you notice more sensitivity, more irritation, more redness, slower healing from things like friction and chafing. So while food isn't changing your pH in some dramatic alkaline transformation way, it is quietly and consistently determining how well your skin can protect you. So that's actually a really empowering thing because it means the choices that you make at meal times generally do matter. Not in a eat this one superfood and fix everything way, but in a consistent, cumulative, your body is built from what you feed it kind of way. And I think that's actually more motivating than any wellness headline. Before we get to specific nutrients, I want us to have a talk about one thing that makes the biggest difference and that almost everyone underestimates, and that is water. I know, we've all heard drink more water, but I want to explain why it matters specifically for skin because it goes beyond that it's good for you. Water maintains skin elasticity, so that's that plump, bouncy, quality, healthy skin has. It supports your skin barrier, helping it to stay strong and protective. It regulates body temperature, which affects how you sweat and how comfortable you feel. It transports nutrients to your skin cells. It helps your body to clear out waste that would otherwise show up in how your skin looks and feels. Now, when you're dehydrated, your skin becomes dry, tight, and dull. It becomes more sensitive and slower to recover from irritation. And here's something that people don't always realize. If you sweat regularly, whether from exercise, warm weather, or just having an active lifestyle, you're losing fluid all the time. So replacing that is generally non-negotiable for your skin. Now, the good news is hydration doesn't just mean plain water. Herbal teas count, milk counts, water-rich foods like cucumbers, melons, oranges, all that contributes. Coffee and tea are fine in moderation, but just don't rely on them as your only fluid. Start your day with a glass of water before anything else is one of the smallest, cheapest, and most effective things that you can do for your skin. Right, here is where it gets properly interesting. So let's talk about the specific nutrients that generally supports your skin and the foods that contains them. First up is vitamin C. Now this one is a big deal for skin because it supports collagen production. Collagen is what gives your skin its structure and its strength. Without enough vitamin C, that scaffolding weakens. Great sources of vitamin C includes oranges, strawberries, peppers, broccoli, and kiwi fruits. I love me some golden kiwis. They are so good. Basically produce that's bright and colourful. So, which brings me to a tip that I'll come back to later on. Next up is vitamin E, and this helps to protect your skin cells from oxidative stress. Basically the environmental damage that your skin faces every single day. So you will find it in almonds, sunflower seeds, spinach, and avocados. Generally delicious ways to support your skin barrier. Next up are omega-3 fatty acids. And this is a big one for anyone who experiences dry, irritated skin. So like me, right now my skin is currently feeling a little bit dry at the moment. So healthy fats supports the skin barrier and it helps to hold on to moisture. So sources like mackerel, salmon, sardines, walnuts, flax seeds, those are all your friends. Then there's zinc, which plays a role in skin repair and contributes to normal skin health. So pumpkin seeds, chickpeas, beef, seafood, all of those are good sources of zinc. And protein. Now protein I've noticed has been the talk amongst health. Like you need to get your protein, you need enough protein in your diet and every single day. And I feel like protein is definitely not one of those skin nutrients that is generally forgotten about, especially when it comes to health and wellness. But your skin is constantly renewing itself and protein provides the amino acids that it needs to do that. So sources of protein includes lean meats, fish, eggs, beans, lentils, tofu. Those are all very good sources, and also depending on what your diet is, whether you're vegetarian, vegan, a meat eater, or pescatarian. Now, the tip that I promised, one of the simplest ways in order to cover a broad range of these nutrients in one habit, color your plate. Different colored fruits and vegetables provide different plant compounds and different nutrients, like orange, carrots, red, tomatoes, dark green, spinach, purple, berries, yellow, peppers. The more variety across the week, the better the nutritional coverage for your skin. It doesn't have to be perfect every single day, because trust me, I don't even follow that every single day, but it's just the variety across the week that matters. Let's bring this back to something really practical, because I know a lot of you come here for everyday comfort stuff, and diet connects to that too. The foods that you eat can influence how your body feels throughout the day. So staying well hydrated supports temperature regulation. So how much you sweat and how well your body manages that heat is generally connected to what you're drinking. Balanced meals gives you steady energy rather than spikes and crashes, which affects everything from your mood to your skin's recovery. And good nutrition supports your skin's barrier ability to bounce back after friction, heat, and sweat, which means you recover more quickly after exercise, after a warm commute, or after a long summer day. One thing I want to be clear about is no single food is going to stop you from sweating. Sweating's a normal bodily function, and we really don't want it to, because sweating is healthy. The goal of good nutrition isn't to eliminate sweat, it's just to support your body so that your skin stays as comfortable, balanced, and resilient as possible while it's just doing its natural job. And that nutrition works best alongside the other habits that I talk about on this channel. So breathable fabrics, changing out damp clothing, drying your skin thoroughly, using gentle products, and managing moisture-prone areas that need it the most. Inside and outside, working together, that's the complete picture. Before I sign off today, I want to say something important, because food and diet can sometimes feel like such a loaded topic. It can be a bit much. Healthy eating doesn't mean following a strict diet. It doesn't mean cutting out your favorite foods. It doesn't mean chasing the latest trend or feeling guilty about dessert. Some days you'll have to cake. Maybe it's to do with your cravings or, that time of in your menstrual cycle. And so you should, because life is for living. What your skin reflects isn't any single meal. It reflects your habits over time. So the small, consistent choices that you make most of the time. So if you take one thing from this video, make it this. Add more in before you start taking things out, more color on your plate, more water before your morning coffee, more variety across the week. Trust me, your body and your skin will notice. Okay, I would love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and tell me what's one thing that you're going to add to your plate this week. Even if it's just one color, one extra glass of water, I generally really do want to know. I think the color I'm going to add is probably maybe purple. I feel like I don't eat enough purple. And red as well. And if this video helped to debunk something you've been told or taught you something new about your body, please share it. We deserve better information than the wellness headlines gives us. And the more that we share the good stuff, the more we all benefit. Subscribe if you'd like to learn more every week. I'm going to be going in deeper on skin health, pH, nutrition, hormones, and everything your body has been trying to communicate with you. And remember, there is no miracle food, but there are a million small consistent choices that build a body and a skin that feels good to live in. You've got this. Until next time, I hope that this video brings you a pH balance in comfort, support, and confidence. Bye guys.